and gentlemen. Welcome to the Take12 podcast. Once again, I'm Thomas Pimentel. With me today is Lightning Luke Chapdelaine. We are joined by our compatriot, a man by the name of Fritz Williams, a man that needs no introduction, but I gave it to him anyway, whether he wanted it to or not. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Chris Williams. Chris Williams, longtime friend and collaborator with TNT Limited Productions. Chris, welcome to the Stage 12 podcast.
Thank you so much. Thanks
Take
for
12
having
podcast? Stage 12 podcast? Stage 12 is the name of the soundstage that I have. It's not Stage 12. It's the Take 12 podcast. My God. Sorry, it's only the second episode where I'm slightly new to this. So Chris is here. Chris is part of the TNT crew. Chris is one of the technical magicians that we have with us. Chris has a background in television, and he is a wizard when it comes to setting up all of the equipment and knowing what goes where and why it talks to this thing and that and what wires and cables we need. And he does it all with the lens caps on. No judgments here, but his wife will tell you how much she hates his guts because of it. Chris, welcome to the show. Chris, you've been to TriffCon a bunch.
Yes.
Right.
Third year.
Third year at TriffCon. So I know we gave Luke's background story in episode 1. You have probably an equally disturbing background story of how we met. So I'll let you take it away.
That's just how Tom meets people, by disturbing events.
Yes. It all began on Craigslist.
Say it in a James Earl Jones voice.
It all began 13 years ago.
All right, go ahead.
No, I think it was more than 13 years ago.
Oh, way more.
Way more. There used to be this thing called Our Film Space.
Oh my God!
Which was a collection of misfits and wannabe filmmakers.
Yep.
And trying to launch the whole Hollywood East thing,
right?
Which turned out to be a total Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
But we met. I saw you on that site.
Yep.
And it was sort of like a Facebook or MySpace at the time for filmmakers.
Correct.
And then I saw your ad on Craigslist looking for a camera operator.
/ lovers.
Yes. So
Yeah.
I was like, you know, what the hell? It's a gig.
Well, it's a living.
It's a living. And went to this freezing ass warehouse. And
Yeah.
what was that? Hooksett, New Hampshire?
Hooksett, yeah.
Hooksett, New Hampshire. Luke was there.
Yep.
We were filming we were filming portions of the Well of the Soul sequence of
Yes.
Indiana James.
Yep.
And one of the things to this very day that I'm always proud of is the very first shot. The very first thing I ever shot for you is Indiana James catching Marion after the bikies have thrown her down into the pit with Indy. And Christine Rondano is rolling over and you catch her in your arms, and you
Yep.
have that in almost every single TNT sizzle reel that you've ever put together over the last 15 years.
It was one of my favorite things ever to do. Like first of all, when you think of heroic action bits on camera,
Yeah.
that was always it. And if you look at that, and our clip is just as long as the original clip from Raiders. That original clip, it seems out of place in Raiders because it's super fast, right? And he's running into the shot while she's rolling down past the camera.
Yeah.
So, but the camera's locked down. There's not like it's motion, right? But everyone is moving in that. It looks super dynamic, right? And the fact that we did it for real, Chrissy was climbed up onto a sloped platform.
Yes.
Hanging in a position ready to drop, but she had to let go and then roll onto her side so I could catch her that way. And we did it so many times because she had to roll facing up.
Mm-hmm.
And a few times she would roll her head would be that way, or she wasn't straight on. Yeah, but and you can tell right off the bat how someone is gonna work out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because there were other people on Indiana James that when you'd shoot something and they'd be like, "Does it look good?" They'd be like, "Yeah, it's great." did you get the fire extinguisher in the shot? No, that's not in the frame at all. And then you go home 12 hours later, and then you edit the fucking footage, and you go, oh, there's the fire extinguisher right here.
No, it's actually right there.
Right there. It's over there.
That might be
It's over there. Yeah.
So you build trust.
Yes. So
With somebody.
we're in the warehouse, and it's freezing cold.
Yeah.
Which was kind of strange because we had so many tiki torches lit up for that sequence. You would have thought there was some heat.
Still have the tiki torch smell the taste.
the black black boogers.
And if I remember correctly, that's actually the shoot because we had a lighting rig. I believe that's the shoot where Luke got his nickname because he was controlling the lightning outside that.
And
that's right.
Was that day.
Also the day that the set caught on fire because of the
Allegedly.
Because those were not real tiki torches. That was all going to be done in post.
Right, post.
Yeah.
So
those weren't flame-resistant fruitcakes.
No. my whole idea was we were in a giant sandy room, so we could just like snuff them out if we wanted to. The problem was when we had to do the bit where Indy throws the torch to camera when he lights the snakes on fire.
Yes.
That we had like a metal basin that wasn't that deep, but if you put a lot of gas in it, all that stuff will ignite. And when we tossed it, it did what it was supposed to. It lit on fire and gave us a beautiful puff. But we didn't snuff it right away. We didn't cover it. So that went for a bit, and then it went for like 8 seconds. Then we're like, oh, and then it went for like 15 seconds. And we were like, oh,
no. So the real issue when we didn't allegedly catch the set on fire was when everyone was 30 feet in the air, and I was the only one on the ground floor.
Safety
and
man.
you leaned in with the torch that then dripped allegedly.
Oh,
onto
Christ.
the plants on the foam and wooden
I forgot about this.
tiki statues. Luke,
I forgot about this.
The set's on fire. Luke, the set's on fire.
You know, and Luke was so young and impressionable. I remember we were running to find a flat piece of metal to snuff that, right? And he comes running up next to me, and he's talking to me. He goes, I got to tell you something. He goes, ever since I've been working with you guys, this is some of the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. I mean, he was young. He's seen a lot crazier shit since then, but it was very nice.
Like her hat.
Oh, my God.
That's Chopper from One Piece.
Okay.
Identify. It was very nice to hear that from him. It's complimentary. Yeah. But yeah, so
that's one way to take it.
So the set that we were in, it was our version of the Well of the Souls from Raiders. It was 24 feet tall. It was 20 feet wide. It was essentially a big cube. We had like a quarter scale ship that was inside there. It was supposed to be a crashed pirate ship. And we had lifts that went over the set. So it was actually a little higher than 24 feet.
With a
platform up there, and the camera operators, and then so I was up there at one point to rappel down. And
yes, let's talk about the camera operators.
Somebody else is up there.
The camera operator, me.
So
first day I meet this guy.
Yeah.
And he's like, doesn't ask, are you afraid of heights? No.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, we got this scissor lift. We're going to crank you up to that.
Yeah.
And then we need you to shimmy across this really narrow board with a camera and lay down and get yourself in position.
Yep.
And then so that I can climb up there with you and rappel down into this room. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I didn't hear the hard parts about that.
I don't understand.
But yeah, we survived 4 months of that, and then we went on to. You were there also for the day we crashed the Tiki.
Yes, I was.
The Tiki God through the wall.
Yeah, because I brought an extra camera because we needed, I think, 3 different angles, and I think the angle my camera got is the one that's used in the final cut.
That's the longest shot.
And and it also picked up the sound the best.
And you didn't have to do much because it was absolute calamity when it hit the fucking wall.
That was unreal.
Yeah,
but it was so beautifully done.
So do we want to talk about what was leading up to that Tiki statue being pushed over?
So it was a 20-foot tall Easter Island head. There were 2 of them, flanked on either side of the platform where the Lost Acre Salt was. And one was built. It was hinged on the ground. It was massive timbers that we had with huge hinges all bolted into the floor. And the idea was they had holes cut out, almost like climbing spots for me. So I would hand climb one, and then I would do the bit where, well, in our movie, we didn't rock it. There was an X on the floor. And
Marion stands on the X.
Yeah, Marion jumps on the X, and it starts a fulcrum, and then the statue falls. So I'm just supposed to climb up there, and the guys were supposed to unscrew the safety screws and then tip it over.
And boy, did we tip it over.
Listen.
I was in that crouched position for a very long time.
That screw was stripped before I got there.
We know.
Okay?
We know. But the last thing you want to hear when you're 20 feet up, hanging on like a fucking cat, is that the drill just spinning around inside the head.
I tried as hard as I could.
Yeah. No.
I tried as hard as I was willing to.
It worked. It worked, and we got it done.
Yeah, and we didn't even slow things down with hydraulics. We just shoved it the fuck through.
That was it. Yeah. Gravity did its thing.
But our friendship and teamwork has grown over time, and that's one of the amazing things about working on the TNT team.
Did everybody hear that? Everybody getting this?
Yeah. Are we recording?
Huh? I think we're recording.
Maybe the real journey was the friends we made along the way.
Yes, It was. It was. Because, those days of hanging out in sand pits, being thrown around on the Buffett bus, driving the Buffett bus, and the complete trust and teamwork amongst the crew over the years has just been fantastic. The people, total strangers, you're just like, you're going to hold on my legs, right? While I'm leaning over this truck to shoot Tom while we're dragging him by a rope while Luke drives.
Yeah. So I'm glad that you mentioned that, because like
the trauma bonding.
Yes.
This is something that it's hard to explain to other people, because
it's a Stockholm effect.
People here, when you make movies, they just assume, you're in the union, you go to work every day.
What union?
Exactly. But they don't understand is that most of this is guerrilla style, contract base, scraping the bottom of the barrel, putting stuff together with shit that doesn't work.
Don't talk to Chris like that.
You're constantly under the gun, and the ability to work with people in that environment
that you can't fucking stand.
Is he talking about us or them?
Oh yes.
Testicles. The ability to work in that environment is that's what makes us kind of who we are.
That's what friends are for.
Never mind, I'm out. And because of that, I'm out.
But yeah, we're working in an environment where it's cold, it's gross. People don't show up. Luke has suffered some terrible things. We kept him up, I think, for 3 days straight.
And that was off of about 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah, you slept in a tent on the set.
No, that time I didn't sleep. I was talking about before we even started, when we needed to do all the pre-work in the warehouse before getting to the sand pit.
Right.
Then the work, then doing the overnight shoot, and then continuing the shoot.
Which is cute, because I will say this, and unless you do it, you don't appreciate it. So, people will show up, the actors will show up, on a shoot, or the clients show up on a shoot, right? You've already been up for 6 hours, because you either had to load the gear, get it there, unload it, and set up, or you've spent most of the day before loading, packing, prepping the gear. They don't see that.
No.
They walk in, all this shit is up, right? And they're like, are we ready to go? You're like, yep. And then you shoot your stuff, and then guess what? You break it all. And this sounds like complaining, but it's not. I'm just telling people what it is. This isn't like a guy comes and fixes your fucking TV. He walks in, he fixes the thing, and then he leaves. That guy's not. There's no prep work, right? And there's no post work, right? It's like anybody that's in the trades. It is a trade. It's like a painter, like the guys that prep your house to be painted. That's 4 hours before paint even touches the wall, right? So all the stuff that happens in advance, the logistical stuff that you have to plan for, because something always goes wrong, right? And then you get in, you do the shoot, and then you got to break it down and then get all that stuff back to where it's going. Now, on like normal jobs where you're like shooting podcasts or we're shooting viral videos that don't really have like not monster budgets. Not that the budgets have much to do with it, but like there's not much involved. Like it's not like you're shooting out in the winter or you're on the water on a boat or something like that. Like we've done all of that stuff in the like the narratives that we've done, like in Indiana James and all the other projects that we've done. That doesn't happen in like the commercial side of it that often. But we're capable of doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know? But when you add all that stuff on, like, is it going to be what's the weather going to be? Is it going to be in the snow? We've all shot in the snow.
Yeah, we're talking about the weather now.
The scenes that we did in Maine. The scenes that we did in Maine, right? In the snow. And we've shot in the dead of snow on snowing days with horses. Same days.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Which normally you don't want to, you either do one or the other.
Right.
For things like that, right? We've shot on the water. We've shot in the rain. We've shot on beaches. Like, because there's just things that you have to do when you're working at this level, when you have to kind of wait for stuff to organically happen, right?
Right.
Like your beautiful sunset shot.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Which is still, that is absolutely one of my favorites.
Yeah, it's one of mine as well. The idea that we were all set up at Salisbury Beach, and we were going to shoot it, and it was like 7:30.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are we going to stay here till sunset to capture this? Let me just lower the frame rate of the camera. It's twilight.
Yeah.
And we're going to get the shot and lower the aperture of the camera, and the gleaming of the sun off the glass, off the margarita glass as you're lifting it up is just fantastic.
Yeah. So it was supposed to be the shot from Raiders where all the diggers are finally digging into the Well of the Souls, and it's that beautiful sunset shot you see in all the trailers and clips of Raiders, and Indy takes off his tunic, bends down, picks up his fedora, puts it on, and then just walks past camera. We did all that. It was all done practically just in camera stuff, the way that I'm sure they did it as well. That day in particular, we had two locations. We had another location just a short distance away, and that was an abandoned mini golf course that just for whatever reason, who knows why, was a Mayan golf course, a Mayan temple.
It had a ziggurat.
Yes. Watch your mouth. My kids are watching. Seriously, it's late. Go to bed. Don't go to bed. Who am I kidding? We're ordering pizza and 2-liter Cokes, and we're playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That's right.
Yeah. So it was exactly what you meant. We needed a temple set, like the last scene from Raiders, where they open up, the salt shaker. And all that stuff was existing, and we just happened to hit it just right.
Yep. It hadn't been demolished yet.
That's right. It was like within a couple months after that, they tore it all down.
Yes, sadly.
But again, and it rained like hell in the middle of the night. So we had the sunset shots, and then we had the golf shoot with a lot of people, a lot of extras.
Absolutely.
And then we shot all through the night until the sun came up. And then the whole bit became those guys were there so long that the sun came up the next day, and we stayed and shot all that stuff. Mm-hmm. People went home at like 6, 7 a.m.
Yep.
You're some sort of super cop.
Let me say, let me just say this: if there's anybody that was ever involved with anything that we did for Indiana James or TNT, thank you very much for your time, your dedication, and everything that you did. I would never. I don't want to say badmouth. That's not what I'm trying to say. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't shit talk anybody or badmouth anybody. Everybody that was there gave their time, their effort, and skills, and we wouldn't have been able to do any of that stuff or get where we are today without your commitment, your time, and your effort. So, and I thank everybody for what they did. And you guys were there for all of this stuff, and it's been fantastic.
Yes. But enough about all the tall people.
Impossible.
But yeah, it's a fantastic to be here at Terrifican and be here with you guys and work on the podcast today.
Hell
And
yeah.
if I could do a quick shout out.
Do it. Hit it.
Caitlyn and I are starting back up our Apple computer-inspired podcast where we'll be talking about computer troubleshooting and computer news and just stuff about, generally helping you to use your computer more wisely and efficiently. And, we're both seasoned Apple technicians, so we can really give some, good positive advice. The show is called Don't Scully Around.
Yep.
With the name being taken from John Scully, the former CEO of Apple,
Yep.
who notoriously Steve hired, and then he fired Steve.
Right.
So look for that real soon.
So I have to say, I probably watch 50 to 60 videos per day, especially now on Instagram Reels, of how to anything.
Yes.
And if you take a look at those YouTube channels, millions of hits.
Yep.
Millions of hits for
Yeah.
that stuff. So there's definitely a market for that. And God knows that you and your wife, Caitlyn, are absolutely outstanding at troubleshooting stuff. I know you helped my mom in the past.
Mm-hmm.
You guys help me all the time. So yeah, hopefully, and God, whatever you need,
Yes.
we'll make a Captain Computer Man or something. I'm just spitballing. It's the first thing that came to my head.
Let me grab something
Maybe
else.
we don't bring ranks into it. You know what I mean? Maybe he didn't have a life of service. I'm not sure. But whatever you need, we can help.
Let's bring this over. And we just met Henry Thomas.
Yep.
We signed our ET game. So we're going to, we'll hopefully have him on the show later on.
How much? Say $400. Get him to sign it, and then tell him you got it signed. Oh, it is. Oh.
Yes.
Get it authenticated, and then drive the price up. All right. All right. We're off the rails.
Were we ever on the rails?
We're ever on the rails.
Truly.
Well, so
Where we're going, we don't need rails.
it was fantastic to have you on the
Thank you.
podcast.
Thank
We'll
you so
see
much.
more of Chris Williams in the future. Look forward to all of our future endeavors.
Yes.
Podcasting, live concerts, God knows what else. Future Indiana James endeavors coming
Yes.
soon. Pay attention. So that's it, folks. Episode 2, the Take 12 podcast.
That is all, folks.
Lightning Luke Chapdelaine, Fritz Williams. Thank you so much, guys. Good to be here.